e-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans.
Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match.
Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to map number 2 of HAVU versus Snabbabrillor. We are going to be going into Inferno, and if I'm not mistaken, I will just quickly check so that I'm definitely not mistaken, if I can quickly find the map. This is the pick of HAVU. So, it's not looking good, is it? Hopefully Snabbabrillor just step up. We see a massive change. And we get to see a much better performance from what we saw on the previous map. It is going to be them starting on the CT side at least, but obviously HAVU having such a dominant performance on their opponent's choice, then going on to a much more tactically based map. Or, well, actually, that's a little bit unfair. I think Overpass is similar, but it can have some sort of puggier style of play, whereas Inferno is a lot about utility. It's a lot about crossfires and rotations. And, well, you look at some of the best teams ever, it's about sort of synergy and team play, which I just think is going to suit HAVU so much more. You look at people like Olofmeister and Krims, some of the best players ever on this map over towards the B site. That was almost just natural chemistry, and I don't know how much of that Snabbabrillor are going to have. Boss might yell at me if she sees me watching CS. We'll yell back! Wouldn't that be great? Just like, stop watching video games. You stop watching video games. And then she just like doesn't know what to say. There's a reason I don't have a real job. 1-2 comp matches. Oh. To be fair, I don't think. When was the last time I played comp? I should probably play again soon, because otherwise I'm going to lose my rank. And then I will have to actually play, and then I'll lose it even more. Right, we're going into our pistol round. Quite a bit of utility picked up from HAVU. A couple of flashbangs on JZ Watkins, who's decided to change his name. He's no longer playing under Snox, or what was it? No, Shax. I mixed it the wrong way around. Here we go. Carrot jumping headshot. We'll be zinking to quickly trade it back, so it's not going to be too much of a problem. Is it a real job? I think it's quite a good job, isn't it? Lots of people tell me it's not a real job. I definitely live for you. But here we go. 2-2 split for the CT side. So whichever way this T side push towards, there'll be 2 players, which means technically they'll have a man advantage, but overall they have a man disadvantage, and it means that all the CTs on the site really need to do is trade. Nothing over towards B, so don't know why we're switching over towards there, but it's going to be a minute left on the clock. These don't really have to do anything here. They're just hoping that somebody makes a mistake. The CTs go a little bit over-aggressive, and it is happening. Zinken is actually going to go pushing. Yell back, you're not a real job. It pretty much works in every situation, doesn't it? Just shout back what they've said, but louder. Zarte going to be leading the charge as a man in pit. He has to watch out for. Also, a flanking player in towards middle. Zinken so quick on the rotation that he may be able to catch them out. Bomb going to go down. But the fact is they've already fallen back into afterplants. They're going to be expecting this 3 versus 3 onto the site. Important that they get this round. Zinken does manage to get one. The second will be traded out onto Otten, so not too bad, but it's left on to just Zate. Trying to hold on to this one, and he'll go down. It will be the CT side to get the pistol round. An important way to start things off. And it is going to be 1-0 to Snabbabrillor. Ja, every time I say that, it's more exciting. I felt like I should be saying it the way that you say, like, have a banana, Snabbabrillor. Like, it needs to have a tune. I'm not sure what tune. Jay-Z did well. 0.69 rating. Hey. That's pretty good. Some players that would kill for a rating like that. I'm not going to name any of them. Although I'm very tempted. T-side just going to save their money. They're waiting to get those AK-47s. One flashbang onto Ottend. Now, he's not going to have his AWP anyway, so no point saving too much extra cash. Bush will be coming up banana. Actually got a rifle, or 2 rifles even, over on this CT side. So even dropping one could be quite costly. Oh, nice start, Alexi. Actually going to manage to kill off Mokum with the Glock. Nobody picking up the rifle yet. But Eric's trying to deny the bomb plant. That's the main aim here. His teammates are getting there pretty quickly. Nice shots from Otten. Okay, this is getting a little bit too close for comfort. Bomb goes down. Rifle will be picked up onto Zate. Molotov will force them out of the corner. There shouldn't be any hope here. And already they're going to clean up all 3 players. Nice work in the end from the remaining 2. But dropping 3 players and getting a bomb plant, that's a very impressive round from the T side. And they now have a chance that they could actually buy up an AWP. In fact, I'm pretty sure Zate is going to be able to drop one going into the next round. So really not bad at all from the T side, considering what they had invested. And yeah, there we go. He does have enough that he could even buy Kevlar and drop an AWP. I'm going to be interested to see if he does. Let's watch him. No, straight away buys an AK, so that's not happening. It is just going to be the rifles for the T side. You have good Nigerian cheats. I'm a brilliant player anyway. I don't need the cheats. Decent amount of utility for the CT side. That's the one thing they do have. Nade has taken 2 Kevlar away, so not anything too impressive. 3 players currently over towards the B side, but it will be a quick rotation of 1 back. They were trying to quell any aggressive pushes that would come in, and Eric is actually going to go peeking. He has to be careful. There is a player in the corner. He's got to watch out for. Sergey gets the first. Looking for the second as well, but Mokum will be able to fall back. However, Ottend has already found one in the meantime and gives them a 2-man advantage and even tags Mokum down to just 11 HP. Ottend, I think he spotted something through the edge of the smoke. Looking to try and get something done here. KevZ, walking into his death. He tries even to find the kill, but can't do anything. And now it's just looking like an absolute dominant round. Only 2 players remaining. The CT side, after having to rebuy 3 weapons in the last round, are left with not a whole lot of cash even being saved up. Now Zinken has a rifle. KevZ will be able to buy one going into the next round. CT side will only get $1,400. And I have to say that, although I'm not sure what to really expect from Snabbabrillor, HAVU have looked pretty good. I think this is one team that they should be beating. I don't know if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is just a mixed team. I don't think they've been playing together a whole lot. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. It's going to be a full buy-in. Even with losing that final player, the CT side have just realized, okay, no matter what happens here, we're not going to have a huge amount of money going into the next round anyway. May as well go for a buy. 2-1. KevZ with the only rifle. The rest of the players all on pistols, and the T side with an eye on flawless buy, of course. In the last round, they didn't lose a single player. But what can the CTs do here? going to be coming up. They're taking complete control. Banana. Don't necessarily have to utilize it. There's actually 2 players up close at the moment, so spam through would work. It's going to be Zinken. Aggressive push. Retrieves a rifle. Makes the buy already look quite a bit better. Ray going to be going through the wall. Does a little bit of damage. In fact, Zinken now down low. He may just want to pass that rifle off to a different player, so Jay's going to get that instead. Conviz is that female caster, Lauren Scott. I think you're mixing me up with Pansy. I'm guessing that was a meme. Although, you did get a serious response, so... Close. Close. Push going to be coming in towards the B side. Still going to be 2 players waiting for them. Already. A little bit of damage done, but not anything too crazy. But the spot will be checked back, Aaron. What can the rifle do? That's the one thing that Kevsey has. Peeking back out. Aaron looking for more. Can't find anything yet, but spots the boosted player and leaves it on to just Jay. Try and bring things back. He will at least get the first. Karen will be there to close the round. 2-2. The scoreline will be evened up. Worst game is in CSGO is on the server. Sub to Pansy for 2 years. Damn. You're an OG fan. Or supporter. Supporter's a better word. I don't like the word fan. This is the Shanghai Qualifier. The EU Qualifier. So one team will be making... one team. Yeah, only one will make it through the whole qualifier. And we've got some other teams being added in later on as well, I think. Daisy walking, looking for a little bit of aggression. Obviously, just pistols here. Not even a flashbang. Absolutely nothing invested. Oh, you're a Tom fanboy. That's nice. I think you're the only one. Dink will come in. Karen actually going to be tagged low, but it's still just going to be damage done by the T side. Playing patiently at the moment, waiting for the peaks to come out. Sergey is just going to pick off another. And the A side now, completely clear. You a tomboy? Well, I am a boy called Tom. Maybe Tom Man. Sounds like I'm sort of sponsored by Top Man, doesn't it? 3-2. Mac 10 going to be thrown away from Ottend. We'll see if he invests into his trusty AWP. And some weapons juggled about. It is going to be the CT side investment. I'm a Finland. Actually, Alexi's going to stick with the Mac 10, so be interested to see how he's going to play it. May just look to try and find a pick, go aggressive. Yeah, no, the caster thing's wrong. Scrawny is Canadian, so I'm hoping you'll be able to tell the difference when you hear him. It's like if you type ! caster, it says my Twitter above it and then the other one below. I'm trying to get them to change that, but they haven't done it. Arte looking for a little bit of a push. The rest of the team going to be just barreling in. Left completely blind. It's actually going to be Zinken to start. And Jay-Z does great work to actually pick up a couple. Still, it's going to be the trades back into a 2 versus 2. The rotations are coming in. Come back in from apartment. Zarte's actually watching the short angle, but he snaps and hits the headshot. Eric goes down. Mokken will be able to trade. There's no real reason for Zarte to peek. He can just hold the angle, but he goes down as well. There is going to be a kit as well for Mokken. They will get their 3rd round themselves. The T side with extra bomb plant and all the extra money they already have will have a buy going into the next round. And it is going to be 3-3. Are you bald? Yes. Yeah, look at my Twitter. It's just got a picture of me and Pansy. Ironically. We were talking about that just moments ago. Still, T-side are going to come out with a better buy in this round. Nice shot from Alexi. Can't really see too much, but he will get the kill. Zinken going to be very low. Yeah, I just tabbed out for a second. Don't worry about the sound. Kevzy looking to try and peek back in onto short. Otto's going to be waiting for him, but hits the instant headshot. He's looking like he's come alive a little bit in this game. Still 4 on 5 at the moment. Yeah, while you're there on Twitter, haha, just follow. Haha, not a sellout, haha. B-side looking to make their way back up Banana. Only going to be Eric waiting. Or Erisip. I'm just going to call him Eric. I prefer Eric. Got a lot of work to do. Rotation is beginning to come around from the CT side. But he's still going to have to at least find himself one. Looks for the second, Alexi. Not going to be able to connect, at least for now. Looking to try and catch him out, but now both players getting tagged quite significantly. Alexi down low, and they need to clear him out much quicker than this. It's taken far too long. The CTs have been able to rotate in from behind. Bizzati still going to be able to kill 2 and gets the 3rd with the Molotov. Oh, that's a little bit of luck, isn't it? 3 kills from him. 4-3 in favor of the T side. And now it's going to be the CTs with no money once again. CT's actually not going to invest too much. It's a little bit extra. The fact is they're probably still going to have to go for a double eco round anyway. Okay. Looking to at least take somebody with him. They do have a bit of a P250 crossfire here, and that's going to be Mocking with another. Doing some damage at least, but it isn't going to last too long. Still 2 players in apps. Trying to get rid of any rifles, but that gives Kevzy a chance to peek out into a 3 versus 3. Making things costly for the T side at least. As said though, they're probably still going to have to eco in the next round anyway. Unless somehow they manage to win this one. Otten just going to be creeping his way further up Banana. You need advice. Oh god. This can only be bad. They're actually going to go doubling back towards A. They're sort of gambling here, but it looks like they've gambled correctly. If they do just look to push straight out onto that A side, there's going to be absolutely nobody there. Every single player remaining on the B side for the CT side, and they gamble. And as we've seen from Phantom Lord, sometimes gambling just doesn't pay off. Oh god. There's no... Yeah, I think Twitch chat's got you covered for that one. TT side looking to try it and do a little bit of extra damage. Maybe hold a player in. Maybe throw a nade. Unfortunately, I don't have one. There's no dossier level plays coming in this round. And by the looks of it, they may just keep what they have into the next. Oh, here we go. This is it. They're going to try and get a kill after they're holding in the corner. They do get one. I was thinking maybe they get a second. I love that sort of play. Nothing to lose, but can at least make things costly. Now, this is where I look at the CT side. Like I need advice. Yeah, do you know what? Speaking of dossier, he'll give you all the advice you need. Although he's married now. Sorry, ladies. Big boy Dose is out of there. Quite a lot of people getting married recently. Forest as well. God, this chat, man. CT side, they've got a little bit more invested. They will be able to buy into the next round with the 2,400. Here comes the push. What can they do with the pistol? So far, not so good. Should at least be able to get one, but that'll be the trades that HAVU need. They will be getting their 6th round unless a miracle happens. Maybe if we all put our hands together, cross arms, and pray, then Snabbabrillor will get themselves the round. It just isn't likely. Device from device. Well, that rhymes. CT side, obviously they want to get a weapon here, but it won't actually be the worst case scenario if they just hold on to their Kevlar. That'll give them a lot of extra utility. And just something to play with in the next round. I don't really like Kevzy peeking this just for the sake of peeking it, because, okay, sure, he has quite a lot of money. But going into future rounds when the loss bonus isn't quite there, or you're a little bit further off, keeping some Kevlar, well, for him it was Kevlar, won't actually be the worst case scenario. And considering he hasn't bought it here, you sort of think, okay, that would have been just an extra 650 that didn't need to be thrown away. Hey, if Dosia said to me, you can play with my stash, I'd be like, yep, I'm down. I'll marry you for that. Double AWP from the CT side. Mokken is going to be glass cannon, and Otten's just patience. Sometimes patience pays off, and it will be Jay-Z walking going down early. Now, they do have a little bit of a boost over the top. Doesn't give too much vision. See if they can actually get a kill that way. 4v5. Looking like we're about to see the execute over towards that A site. Still 2 players on B, so it leaves the A site defense quite slim. They do manage to throw them down, slow them down a little bit, sorry, with the flashbang. And actually, that alone actually caused them enough that they're going to rotate back towards B. There's only one man here. It's going to be Mokken with the AWP. The other has been picked up by Zinken, which you just saw him get a kill. Here we go. Is he going to connect the shot? Needs to, that's for sure. Alexi boosts over. He's going to go running, barreling towards this man. But, oh, this is smart. They're going to try and rotate back. They don't manage to catch out Kevzy, who has spotted things, and HAVU, they may be overthinking this a little bit. This is rotation after rotation. We're just going to have to wait and see if it works. They've split it still into a 2v2 defense, but it is going to be very difficult for them to get onto this site now. Rotation looking to come back. Zinken in a decent position with the AWP. And just based off rotations alone, they're starting to lose quite a lot of players. 15 seconds after coming on the clock as Zinken gets another kill for his team. Only remaining is Otten. And HAVU, I do think they overthought that one a little bit. Went a bit far. And probably could have won the round just by pushing onto the site. How much would you pay to be the ex-god for a day? I don't think there's any amount of money in the world. I would... billions. It would be fun. You know, I don't have any idea what being Dosia is like, but you know it'd be fun, right? Is it gonna happen again? This time it's Zinken. I feel like it's a bit like being Boris Johnson. Where you're just like, you could probably say anything and it sounds like it could happen. Ooh, Otten not far away with the AWP. Minute left on the clock. T's yet to really decide. Now, a 1-for-1 trade really isn't too bad. Especially for the T side. They've split the defense. Smoke is going to be set over. Mokken going to throw one down of his own, which should buy them a little bit more time. However, looking like the T's may just set up to go through it, running straight onto the site. There is going to be one man. They've actually missed completely, and that's going to be Eric. already finding his first, and once again the utility is just slowing this T side down enough. They're going to try and fall back out of the round, but they're being slaughtered like animals. Only one man on HAVU's left. It is going to be Alexi. 15 seconds to try and save this round for his team. Spots behind. Down to just 5 HP, and the nade is going to finish him off. 5-6. Money starting to become a factor for HAVU. And maybe Snabbabrillor are going to try and turn this around. Dosia is the lead. That would be a pretty... I don't even... Just a story. That's a film right there. Just like... One man. One mustache. Takes the world by storm. It's Dosia. That was my attempt at a movie voice, in case anybody was wondering. Here we go, though. T-side just investing into some pistols. They're going to try and pull out a fast round, but they're running straight into the hands of Thinken. Sergey will at least be able to get one. Again, they're going to slow right down, and now that the remaining CTs are rotated in, they know exactly where he is. He will still take down Kevsey. And Jay-Z will be there to finish up. You've got the... Wait, how much do you think I earned that I could fund a whole film about Dosia? A day... Dosia another day. Or like... Well, my Gilbertas are called Dosia Medicine. Oh, that would be a cool, like, revenge film. I need to stop talking about this. We have a game going on. Snabbabrillor versus HAVU. 6-6 double op setup for the CT side. T's don't actually have one on their side at the moment. And the spot in the middle. It's going to be seen. A few spammy shots going through, and goodbye. Alexi knows the lineup. Trying to spot over the smoke. Bottomed. Oh, he's actually going to peek out with a nade in his hand. Jay will be able to turn it back into a 4 versus 4. And interestingly, the CT side have done pretty well from these situations in the last few rounds. They've won the last 3. Not going to come out, which does allow for the sort of waterfall effect. Managed to pass through, but it's Jay-Z again. And then he has support from the rest of his teammates. Only going to be one man left in the form of Zate. .35 seconds left on the clock, and Snabbabrillor actually look pretty set to take the half now. Gonna try and rotate back towards B, but he has to do it very quickly. Eric is going to be waiting. And there's another round on the board for the Swedes. 7-6, they take the lead back after being 3 rounds behind. Here we go, though. P-side once again with only pistols. Dosia day. Thinking that nade is going to do a hell of a lot of damage. Zate down to just 1 HP. Dosia day. How do we even get onto the topic of Dosia? I don't remember. He's looking like they have hit up against a brick wall. They started so strong in this game. 6-3 up. Now, gone back to losing. The AWPs seemingly making a difference, but we've had some very good plays Across the board from the CT side. Oh. D-Day. Yeah. Walking will get the first kill of the round. He's again looking to gather up over towards this A side of the map, but it's Mocken with the secondary to already finish off another. Darte looking to try and peek out. He's literally on his last legs. 1 HP. Spots their head. Not gonna find anything, and they're just getting absolutely ruined at the moment. Mocken gets 2 with the CZ. Dink will come in, and Zinkin just decides that's enough. Snabbabrillor will be able to win themselves the half. 8-6, and now the buy comes back in for HAVU. Yeah, I wanted that smoke to him as well. I was suddenly... I don't think I've ever seen a nade kill other than 8 cheese and molotovs. Like, I've never seen one hit somebody and kill them in an actual, like, official match. I've never casted it. I did get to cast the 6er double molotov kill after he was dead. That's probably one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in Counter-Strike. Munkin waiting in the molotov. No peek coming out from the T side. They will take a dunk from the nade though. Alexi down to just 55 HP. Snabbabrillor, yeah. Not Ballon d'Or. That's not what I said. Push going to be coming in. This time they will just trade effectively. Still going to be a man on the site. Looking like the CTs may be playing a bit more of a retake strategy. Nice shot from Otten though over the top. He will be able to pick up 1, leaving it down to just 3. All the rotations are going to be coming in from the CT spot, so it does mean that the man over towards that banana position is going to have absolutely nothing to do. Mocken trying to find something, but just can't at the moment. The utility holding them out of the round. Of course, it's the last round, so they may as well just go for it. Alexi will be able to pick up 1, and now the time should do the rest. Only 1 player remaining. Mocken still going to be trying. He doesn't have any time anyway. So Zarte will close 8-7. A pretty close half with a 5-round streak in it for Snabbabrillor. But can they now turn things back? HAVU. If they win the pistol, they are pretty much set to go onto that CT side. But I haven't been overly impressed with them so far. They started very strong, but it was actually getting back into the game once things started to go wrong, where they really struggled. They were in a lot of 4v4 situations. I think some of the rounds, they were really overthinking things, like going for rotations when it wasn't really necessary. Basically just like in a spot where it's like, oh, okay, we could go B here. We know there's a guy there, but we could go B. But now they're going to think we'll go B, so we'll go A. And then they get to A and they go, but now they'll think that we won't go B, so we'll go... And it just got to the point where they ended up getting picked off and their numbers got lowered. And they already had sort of a man advantage, so... 8-7. Can Snabbabrillor take this to a 3rd map? I didn't expect them to after the first, but they have looked much, much better on this one. And with a pistol win, they are going to be set. Get into a decent lead. At the beginning of CS is a long, long grind to get yourself up to a decent rank. I would say you just need to find like a group of people who really want to get up the top. And have decent communication. Nice start from Mocken. Already, the T side looking strong in this pistol round. Looking to get themselves up into apps. FC actually going to find another one. This isn't going well for HAVU at all. Looking like they're about to lose their 2nd pistol of the map. T side doing well, but there we go. Alexi will be able to finish off the 1-man, but now it's all onto Zarte. Can he at least do some damage here? No, he's caught out with a smoke. And he's going to be left into a 2 versus 4. The likelihood of the retake, ever so slim. Alexi needs to find a quick kill if they're going to have any chance to get back into this one. Jay, playing smart. Just sit down low. Don't give them a chance to pop your head. He knows they haven't got too close because there's a couple of players in a crossfire situation. Sergey already going to be going down, and now Alexei, with his 1 kill, has to ace it if they are going to win this round. That's a nice shot. Mokken is going to be finished off. But it is looking like the pistol will go the way of Snabbabrillor, so HAVU will be on the back foot on their CT side. Here we go. CT side are going to invest into this one. It will be good for them if they can break back here and get that utility going. Alexei does actually have himself a UMP. I imagine that's been dropped over by Otten. Or no, actually, Otten's obviously saving for an AWP. So, yeah, he's got a little bit of extra money. Did manage to get a few kills on the exit, so that's something at least. Is that going to be enough to actually win them the round? That's a big ask for one man. And he's playing more of a rotational role as well, so by the looks of it, when this push comes in, he may not even be in the right position. Also, the buy, much, much better for the T side, obviously based off winning the previous round. But Zate will spot out one, trying to just shoulder peek. Won't spot anything. The bomb not dedicated to either side just yet. Waiting down the bottom of middle. Sitting back. Waiting for these remaining players to try and feel out the site. Another smoke still held by Zate. Is going to go over towards that B spot and force them back a little bit more. Wasted a lot of time, but it still seems like they're going to be pushing over towards A now. And this could be a problem. The CT side only have 2 members here. One of them is Otten, who has absolutely nothing other than the P250. Mokken is going to be making the move. Otten trying his best, and he actually takes the head off. That's a little bit unlucky, but here comes one. Alexei with the UMP, but by the looks of things, they're just going to duck out of the round. Hold on to what they have. Extra $600 may make things a little bit more interesting, as Alexei could potentially drop a pistol, or just save that extra money to go into nades. But Snabbabrillor now going to make themselves up to 10 rounds, doing much, much better than what we saw on the previous map. And that one has actually gone pretty well for them, as their opponents just going to save all of the extra money. Oh, Tombis, he's our Superman. My new job gonna be just going around the planet saving chickens in video games. I feel like I need to be in an awful lot of places at once if that was gonna be the case. Hero, yeah, the hero we need and deserve. Double nade. Gonna do a decent amount of damage, and this is where Eric just looks to farm up all that extra cash. Alexei is here with his UMP. He's gonna be the only man to try and stop them. Does a little bit of extra damage, has the smoke as well. Sprays through. He's hurting a lot of players, but he's not getting any kills for it, and he at least wants to try and make himself a bit of extra cash. Smoke going to be falling and will deny him any access to the site. However, they do have to go back and retrieve the bomb. However, once again, it's looking like they're going over towards A. Smart stuff from the T side. Making sure that they can get back over to the other site, clear it out without too many problems, and this removes all of the risk. The only thing they have to worry about now is keeping on to their rifles, because Zinken, although he may want to get himself a couple of extra kills, that AK-47 is going to be far more valuable, and Otten is actually going to be able to take down Zinken. The question is, can Eric now defend it? By the looks of it, oh, the answer is no. And they're going to have to try and hold on to these weapons on that CT side. Nice Molotov. Will clear them out of position. Otten tries his best. It's whether or not Alexi can now do anything. He does actually pick up a second kill, so this is a nice addition to his bank, as he will now go up to $6,000, and they could even pick up a secondary AWP if they really want to. However, this is the first real buy we've seen from HAVU on their map pick. This is the map where we expect them to be winning, not the last one where they absolutely dominated. Molotov's thrown up to the top of Banana. Just going to be a quick push. Leading the charge, but it is going to be Karen to actually find two. I think that was through the smoke. Otten with his AWP is already going to pick up a third, and this fast push is getting destroyed. Only Kevsey is left. The Peaky will at least get one. But that's a nice first round from HAVU. And already, the T side, well, they've got a reasonable amount of money. It's more just Eric and Zinken who are going to struggle a little bit for money. But they are still going to have a pretty good buy on the board. An important round for both teams. HAVU's chance to break their opponent's economy and get straight back into this game. And Snabbabrillor's chance to do the exact same to their opponent, but not get back into this game. Pretty much shut things down. Nice start from Otten. Already finds the first kill. Jay going to be waiting on the other side. Pete comes in, and it's an instant trade back. But Zarte does the same once more. Spraying through. Zinken will actually completely blind him with the flash, but he's able to fade back and take this man advantage. AK and AWP will be retrieved. It's going to be called Windows X, named after Dosia. .45 seconds left on the clock. Push going to be coming in. Otten just holding the angle with the AWP. And a simple shot for him. Teammate actually tagged him as well, which isn't going to help him out at all. Falls back to the site. 35 seconds left and the Molotov will deny a little bit more. What can Eric do from above? I'm going to be below him. Otten actually misses. Something we haven't seen too much, but it's a very quick trade. Only Zinken left. Gets the first. Needs to retrieve the bomb. Be going for the plant, but it's not allowed. Alexi should be able to retrieve the AWP as well, which will be a nice boost to make sure that the CTs don't have to rebuy that. And now the Ts are going to be left back to pistols, getting pretty close. 11 to 9. HAVU trying to show us, okay, yep, we've lost both pistols. We didn't have the best T side considering the start we had. But we are still going to show what we've got on that CT side. And Alexi, he's now got his trusty MP9. The Shredder. The Moneymaker. King Chang, Walla Walla Bing Bang. Go very aggressive indeed. Already spots out one. Does a nice amount of damage, but actually loses the fight to the P250. No armor. $300 invested. $300 made for Eric. He is going to give them the man advantage. I don't expect them to be winning this round. I think I might cry if they do. Supposedly it means something like fast glasses. Clearly, good game. Kevsey will get dunked out of the round, but here comes the push. It's actually over towards that B side. There's only one man here. Smoke going to be thrown down to at least give more of a chance to Sergey. And, well, they are just going to look to fall back. Try and fake them out. Bait a little bit of a rotation. Back to the A site they go. They can overwhelm a couple of these players. Maybe they can get a bomb plant. Patient is going to be going around arch side. Footsteps should have been heard. Now Karen's in a decent position here. Needs to spray them down. Has the silence M4, which isn't ideal, but has a lot of support from Ottend as well in the pit. Gonna try and switch things up to B, but there's already players waiting in the corner of Zate. They do still get a kill, and this leaves it all onto one. Now, all that Sergey really needs to do is drop that bomb, and that should be the round over and done with. Mokken actually sort of needs to die here, because he wants that loss bonus. Has to go running towards Sergey. Now, if he gets this kill, that wouldn't even be a good thing, really, for him. Maybe saving the rifle, I suppose. But it's 11 to 10 now. T-side, they've got themselves another bye. Well, they were listed as the Epsilon team before, but I don't really know. I don't think so, because they've still got Cosmine signed on contract, so. Snabbabrillor wanting to get themselves that round that could actually still break the CT economy. They haven't actually made anywhere near as much cash as they would like. No, I like Smooya. He's got banter. Good old British banter. Looking to try and burst their way out of apartments. Actually going to be 3 players over towards the B side, so again, it's a bit more of a gamble. That doesn't look like it's going to pay off for the CT side. Rotation will be coming in. Ottend with that AWP. And he may just about get there in time to actually hold off the other side. That nade already does so much damage, but here comes the push with a nade in hand. The CT side entry from Zinkin gets 2, and the third goes down as well. Nice work from the T side, leaving only 2 players remaining. Now the saving of weapons here will be very important indeed to make sure that they get themselves a bye in the next. Now the majority of players will still be able to buy. Not a particularly good one, though. B-side looking like they'll be able to keep every single player alive as well. They are trying to hunt down some of these weapons, which is understandable. Has been sort of the story today. We've seen a couple of teams, well, we saw earlier with Godsent, they win their opponent's map in dominating fashion, and then the other one comes a lot closer. Let's do it. Now this, HAVU, they win their opponent's map in, wow, complete domination. Making things almost look easy. Now, 12 to 10. Very close game indeed. Definitely not over. That fat lady hasn't sung a third map, maybe even on the cards if the CT side don't manage to win this round. This time back to a more standard setup. 2 players over towards the B site. Couple around that arch side. Both teams have been playing incredibly slow. Waiting for any mistakes to come out. Allowing the CT side to just use all of their utility. Eric gonna take a little bit of a tag. You guys are toxic. Another nade gonna be thrown out again, doing a hell of a lot of damage, but that didn't make a world of difference in the last round. Loads of damage done, but not a single player lost. Now, looking like the T's, after throwing a lot of utility, may just look to push in towards the site. Zinkin has spotted the first. He's been great on the entry so far, and he will get another one. He's going to look for the second, and once again, this man has just opened up the site, leaving it onto the rotators. It doesn't matter how much damage you're doing with all this utility, HAVU. Both times now, Zinkin has just walked into a site, popped some heads, and walk back out again. He currently sits on 21 kills, and look at Kevzy. He's looking to try and deny any of these weapons from surviving. Autumn will in fact get a kill, however. ET side keeping 3 rifles could be crucial. It's the difference between them having a buy in the next round and not. Alexi waiting around the corner, but he looks away! The timing. And now, while only 2 players surviving, Ottend looking to go back and try and trade this kill. It's another for Mokken. Unnecessary peek. And while at least one, Karen will hold on to his weapon, but the CT side made that comeback. And now Snabbabrillor looking to try and close the match. TT side with just 1 rifle and a few pistols, saving to make sure they can have a buy into the next round. He's again going to be able to take over that banana control. Should have a decent hold over the economy and know that their opponents aren't going to have too much to play with. The Swedes on Inferno. It's pretty much the classic story, isn't it? A map where we saw Fnatic and an IP very good at it. That's actually quite smart, what we just witnessed there from a CT. Trying to block the smoke a little bit to leave a gap. Going to be coming through. Will be spotted out. That's 1 at least for Zarte. They haven't managed to spot him, so he's going to try and get himself a second. Not a bad spot whatsoever. They're going to be pushing into the hands of Alexi. Has that deagle. Oh, and shot 1, but he won't get a second. Still, going to be 2 players over towards the other side of the map. Karen needs to turn around, and his rifle will have absolutely no impact in this round. Otten has retrieved an AK-47, so it may just be the idea to save. Both players now retrieving AKs, so that's something at least. They'll have a bit of a money bonus going into the next round. And it's just going to be the T's getting to number 14. Crunch time up and coming for HAVU. They had a very good first map, but in this second one, they have struggled. Started very strong, 6-3 up on the T side, then lose 5 rounds in a row and lose the half. In the second one, they lose the pistol. They've lost both pistols, in fact. Win 3 rounds after that, and then, again, start to slow down, and the half seems to be going back towards Snabbabrillor. In fact, they're only 2 rounds away from winning this game. Much better buy on the T side as well. Full utility, which can be said for both sides, but a UMP, which is currently in the hands of Zarte. Again, it is going to be Jay looking for the initial kill. Molotov going to be thrown out to try and deny any push from coming in. Sergey actually going to be caught in the corner, and he goes down to just 6 HP. That's not the start that HAVU were looking for. Otten will be able to trade the early kill. And now the rest of the T's are just going to try and barrel their way onto the site. Nades again, doing a significant amount of damage. T's have been slowed right down, but they seem to be pretty happy to just rotate back out of these situations, not over push. 45 seconds left on the clock. Decision will have to be made soon. Zate just trying to spot anybody pushing. Not showing too much. Alexi to get one. Quick trade back. Tease now looking to try and push in onto the side. The rotation will be coming. Sad in the corner. There's only 25 seconds left. Sergey manages to get 1 and 2. How the team's not checked this corner? It's such a common spot. And now it's all onto Jay. 15 seconds left. He's going to have to get these kills very quickly indeed. Doesn't know there's a player currently above him. Only 10 seconds remaining. And it will be Alexi to keep the dream alive for HAVU. 2 kills for him, 2 kills for Sergey, but the T's are going to have plenty of money to bombard them once again in this round. CT side. They've got that AWP. Otten currently top of the board for his team at the moment, so we'll see what he can actually do with this AWP. Once again, going aggressive. Looking for that early spot. He's not quite going to connect it. Could have been a big difference to the start of the round. He's going to try and switch up the angle. Smoke will be thrown out, allowing them to take control towards that arch side, or at least an attempt to. With Alexi on the other side, another player who's been doing pretty well so far, and always seems to land his nades every time, doing a decent amount of damage. But they haven't made much of a difference, these nades dunks. Every time they seem to lose the players to the lower HP player anyway. Push going to be coming around the corner. Smoke onto arch side. Peek out from Alexi, and he will start things off. First kill going their way. Now he doesn't have to re-peek anymore. Try and hold on in this situation. Second Molotov looking to go out, but actually running straight past. And now the push comes through. This is smart from Alexi. Knows that he has the angle. It is going to be back to a 5 versus 2. The bomb's still down in middle, so they can just look to go for a rotation. Going to be difficult for them to win this round anyway. A decent position from Sergey, but if Zate goes down, that could be the opening. However, they don't expect him to be this close. 2 players for him, 14 to 12. And now the money has started to dwindle for Snabbabrillor. If they were to fall at the final hurdle, this would be a painful loss. But let's not talk about that just yet. A save in this round. And they'll be able to buy into the next anyway. Mokken could even drop a few weapons. I think they've got time as well, with the pause especially, to make the decision. What are they going to be doing? I quite like to see them maybe drop a few UMPs. Try and do some damage. Already looking like they are. Just going to play it safe. Drop some pistols. Try and do as much damage as you can. Of course, Mokken will probably drop an AWP over to Jay in the next round anyway, so doesn't want to spend too much. Rather, Hugo or Harry. Wow. Harry has a girlfriend, so I'm going to say Harry. No, I'm kidding. You know what, I've always had a thing for Rick Ashley, so it has to be Harry, right? How about Hugh Gary, really? I prefer Hago, or Hargo. It sounds like a car by Toyota. Hargo by Toyota. Sponsors E4. T-side, as said, playing it safe. Just going to invest into some pistols, see how much damage they can do, and then come back with a 4x in the next round. They should have everything they desire as well. 2,400 added in. The minimum they will have is the 4,400 onto Kevzi. Going to be pushing into apps. Bar 1. God. There we go. Karen actually facing the wrong way, but he will turn around just in time to spray them all down. A team kill comes in, but Karen will survive in the corner. 14-13. Now the buy back in crunch time for both teams. Still a possibility that HAVU will come back right from the depths of defeat. We may need to see that track choker after this one. (14-13). I am a hairy man. My name is Bora. Zate. Patiently. Looks to try and find a little bit of aggression and will be dunked by the nade. There we go. Autumn with the start. The aggressive AWPing paying off him. Kempsey's going to go down. Currently 14-20. Not having the best of games. There we go. Push towards that B site. 3 players. The bomb being moved further towards that position. Couple of flashbangs thrown in. Looking to try and find that opening. Sergey is going to be rotating back. There is going to be a bit of a boost that he has to be careful of. Spray going to be going through, but he actually finds the shot. He knows that there's a second there as well. Coming in. Nice work. Zate on the site. What can he do? What's the first? Hits the shot as well. Second going to be looking to run in. Already burning alive. And it's Zate holding down the site. Denying anything that these T's can do. And Ottend will burn the last man. 14-14. Level pegging. And now, well, the T's... Really, they have to let this go for OT. They have to just go for a few pistols. Why have they stacked? Because they're rebuilding the church, so they need all the... Look, I don't know. Don't know why they have it. It made more sense when it was oranges, but let's just say it's because they're rebuilding it and they need stuff. T's are going to play for OT, but they'll do their best to try and get some kills with the pistols. Sergey is going to spot an awful lot of players. Nades haven't done too much. Jay just going to be running in. Already picks up the first. Trying to bait out the shots for his teammates as well. Crossfire is going to be there. Nice amount of damage done, and the CTs are just going to spray them down. Alexei and Sergey will take this to 15-15. See, clearly, I'm a genius and didn't just make that up in 2 seconds and hope that it sounded reasonable. Which is what I do pretty much all the time. 15-14. 5 rounds in a row for the CT side. All they need now is 1. No AWP for the T's. Probably could have got one. Smoke gonna be going down. Shut up, Marky. Watching you. They're going to be going over, and look at the amount of damage already being done by this east side. A little bit done onto Zippet as well. Still got a chance here. Will they fall at the final hurdle? Trying to bring it back to overtime. HAVU now have the man advantage as well. Otten started things off with that AWP. Rotation is going to come back. And actually, the CT side are rotating a player off of the B site. Maybe a misread. Although Alexei doesn't seem too sure of where he should be going. Zate's still going to be above. But both players are already a little bit tagged. Sergey has to be careful. The Molotov is going to be a little bit late. But he does manage to swip back. However, he goes down. It's still going to be a lot of damage done. But it is looking like it's going to be a retake for the final round of this half. Can HAVU turn things back? smoke. Still a man sitting on banana as well. Rotation will be coming in from Karen. Nades going out, and already Jay-Z Walkings will be going down. Now the switch could actually be the problem here. Eric not knowing where to look. There is a push coming in from behind already. Another kill comes in. Watkinson could do. He gets one, but it's all over. HAVU, they make the comeback. 6 rounds in a row at the end. And the diffuser will come in. They do take this 2-0, but damn was it close. A good performance in the end from Snabbabrillor. And that will be the end of tonight. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, !caster. Make sure you click the Twitter link and ignore that scrawny guy. He smells. And HAVU are going to be going through to the next stage. Of course, there will be more coming up for you again tomorrow, so make sure you tune in then. And all I can really say other than that, have a good night. I've been Tom Biz. See you again soon.